Alright, so Disney 100 has ended, and I thought it would be good to look back at all their promotions since 2013. Now, I don't know if there were any before 2013, so let's start off with Aussie Animals. Now, these were a bunch of trading cards that went from 1 to 108. I had all of them except for the Pelican and the Manta Ray and something else. It was one of the reefs. At the end of the year, they also released a Christmas version, which featured cute little baby versions. There were a lot less, and you could shove that album into the other album. Now, we move on to 2014 with Super Animals. Now, both this and the Christmas version had this cool feature where they had this zebra padding on the side where, if you bought a device, you could swipe the card in and then hear the animal. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Now, from here, my timeline is a bit up, so we'll just slot this in. DreamWorks Heroes. Now, these were holographic cards that you could play a game with at the back of the album. We move on to 2015 with a collection which I can actually show you. Isn't that great? So here we have the Disney Stars thing, and you can see that they're dominoes. And this covered like every single Pixar film up to Brave, I think. So yeah. Now, I used to have like all these. However, I've lost them over time. Now, let's just say that these are the same character. The cool thing about these was that even if it was the same character, it would have a different arrangement of dots. So you could have like two, let's just say, Mike Wazowskis like this. Fucking none of these are Mike Wazowski. Moving on. We have Ancient Animals, which released around like a few weeks, I think, after Jurassic World came out. Now, these didn't just come with cards, they also came with stickers, which you could put on a sheet at the back of the album. Now, in 2016, they released these. Yeah, my dates are probably all messed up. But yeah, I have an album just without any of the cards. It's like, yeah, what? Wait. Oh. Let's take a closer look at the cards, shall we? Now, these cards came with a snapshot of the movie, some description on the back, and they're very thin and, like, flexible, which is how I imagine, like, film thing to be like this thing. Now, this, you would shove into a device, kind of like the Super Animals, and then you could play the 4 sections that were there. I think that if you had all the cards, you could play, like, the entire film. Could be wrong, though. So I was just looking through the book, and, yeah, this is the device you would use. And then there's a screenshot from one of the films. But yeah, these things also came with, like, a sticker sheet as well that you would shove on the... well, you can see it's been torn out, but, like... These are the cards, and these are the stickers. So yeah. Next would be the Woolworths World Explorers. Now, these would take you across the world. Yeah, go figure. And you would get to see, like, a bunch of food from those places. Now, these cards were able to be folded, and they also had stickers. And they also came with a map, like kind of the other ones, but you couldn't just shove them wherever you wanted. You had to find the letter and the number, then put the sticker where those things matched up. Now, I forgot where this is on the timeline, but Jamie's Garden. Now, this one didn't have any cards, and only had stickers. Moving on, that's pretty much all I have to say. Now, in 2017, Marvel Heroes. And yeah, as you can see, the more that we, well, get into it, the more you can see that I actually have them. Even if, like, all the things are just falling apart. So yeah. You have, like, themes. So, like, you have Spider-Man, Thor, Ant-Man, Captain America, Guardians of the Galaxy. Yep. The Golden Retriever I have just destroyed Drax, but that's what he looked like. Iron Man and the Avengers. It would be original 6, but they didn't include a double Thor, despite having 2 Black Widows and 2 Captain Americas and 2 Iron Mans. What? Now, the thing with these is that you could connect them using the things here. It's gonna be hard with one hand. Hang on. So yeah, you could just connect them like that, and you could also play a game. And yeah, these are the rules. So each player has like 5 to 10 discs, and then you pick one of the things: strength, durability, etc. And yeah. In 2018, we saw the Woolworths Christmas pop-outs. Now, these things came in a frame, kind of like those wooden dinosaur skeletons or whatever, and then you would just insert the correct pieces into the correct places. Now, I'm pretty sure for these, you didn't have to spend $30 like the other collectibles, but I could be wrong. Next is Woolworths Discovery Garden. Now, this gave you some dirt, a pot, and a seed, which you would plant. I think they did a second wave of these at one point, and also, no cards other than an information sheet. Then, to coincide with the release of The Lion King live-action remake, we got Ushis. Now, if you don't know what these are, I'm not gonna bother explaining, but basically they're like these tiny little minifigure things that are squishy. You shove a pencil in the hole, and yeah, that's it. So we got Simba's mom, Mufasa, Simba, and Scar, Nala, Pumbaa, Timon, and Rafiki. Those are all the characters, but not all the variants. They each came with a gold and regular, as you can see. And then this one had a sunset version, which was just orange and transparent. And this one had a midnight version, which was blue transparent with a bunch of like sparkles in it. I forgot to say this, but apparently there was a furry version which like felt furry. I have another Ushi. Hang on. Yeah, so kind of felt and looked like this. Hey, editing Alex here. Somehow I managed to forget the bird. Yeah, somehow I forgot this guy. I'm not sure. Anyways, now we're moving on. Next on the list is Disney words, and yeah, it's just knockoff Scrabble. I mean, there's even a board game you can play with these. Yeah, I'm done talking about this. Moving on. Now, later on in 2020, we got more Ushis, which were Disney Plus themed. So you got basically something from every single property they owned. Except for Fox, for some reason. Yeah, I had more, but they've just vanished into the Shadow Realm. Don't have much to talk about Ushis. Maybe I'll make a video about them one day. In 2021, we were given Aussie heroes, which weren't focused on famous Australians like Steve Irwin. Instead, they focused on famous sport people and animals. Yay, furries! But not all of them had a furry. No, some of them actually just had human beings. Now, this was another thing that only had stickers, and well, hopefully these guys came with an album. I'm gonna buy that off eBay or something. Later that same year, we were blessed with Woolworths bricks. Now, I have already talked about this in my short about Lego knockoffs, but I've never shown it to you in person. Now, obviously, this isn't the full collection. We are missing everything that isn't ticked, and you can see where they would all go. Now, not only did this come with ingredients to build your own Woolies, it also came with the stuff they sell. And people. And a trolley. Now, I have lost the signs for deli and vegetables, but other than that, I've managed to keep every other piece. There was also a pack of people, a small truck, and a large truck. Now, in 2022, you had these felt stickers which you could shove on your clothes. So first you would just grab a piece of clothing, remove the adhesive, and then iron it on. That's what I did here. Now, this was the only one released in 2022, which I have no clue why. It had nothing to do with COVID, because we had 2 in those years. In 2023, we got more bricks, and I forgot to buy the playset. And yeah, as you can see, the dog got to the hay bales. We got a blueberry bush, which for some reason didn't come with one of the blueberries. Got some wheat, the eggs. There was an animal pack, I picked that up. There were 3 vehicles as well, I think. Got some potatoes up there. And yeah, that's basically it. And lastly, we have Disney 100. And yeah, you can just imagine how excited I was when we got cards. Though I do wish that they were animals. Picked up the album. Yeah. So, as the name suggests, it's implying 100 years of Disney. I'm missing a few, but that's fine. It ended like a while back. And we're just gonna do like a quick run through. There is something that I noticed, which is like here. The entire history of Disney. So, yeah. Got more cards. So this goes through like their 4 main properties. And yeah. And that has been my look at every single Woolies collectible that I know of. If you liked the video, press the like button. And I saw that only 0.2 of you guys are actually subscribed, so if you could just hit that button, that would be great. Anyways, see you.